Morning, it is Monday, July 20th, and I'm here live to show you a couple of fancy folds. Well, same fancy fold, but two different versions of it. Again, this is something that we created. Hi Maria, we created last night on my team night, so I thought I would share that with you. It was something I saw on at another demo doing it. Her name was Cindy. Oh goodness, I was going to say Wilkinson, but it's not Wilkinson. I'll put her name. It's not an original fold, but it was her that kind of jogged my memory of this fold. And it's kind of a bit of a waterfall type, not waterfall, but cascading sort of a card. Anyway, I'll show you that later. But first of all, I wanted to send someone the card that we made last week. So I'm just going to point you down for that. Last week's card, we did two versions of this card here using the Sailing Home set. The one I made last week was actually the landscape version of it. I must just have tidied it away at the minute, but it's this card. You can choose whichever version you prefer, whether you prefer portrait or landscape. This was the one that I had a slight disaster making my figure of 8 knot. So if you pop back on the page, you will see the link to that live. And underneath the live, I've also got a proper tutorial of the knot. So I'm going to send that out to Jan. So Jan, you can let me know if you prefer portrait or landscape. So today's card, I'm going to make two. And the first one I'm going to make is using this lovely DSP. This is from the Beauty of the Earth papers here. So these are all very kind of autumnal, really, though some of the colours not so much, but it's quite an autumnal suite, and it goes with the Beauty of the Earth suite, which you can see here on page 10 of the catalogue. Of course, if you don't have a catalogue, just let me know and I will get one sent out to you. But this is the beautiful suite that it, lovely sentiments in this, but it's got these great dies, if you can see those, the great dies of the trees and the branches, and then a couple little birds, but some little sentiment dies too. But it's beautiful, and I thought I would as you can see, they've used here, they've used the tree leaf die to make out the branches out of this, but I'm going to use this particular one for a card. Now, I had taken part in my own paper share, and all my papers were 6 by 12, and I'd already cut them. So I was a little bit stuck with what I can do, because you have to make sure you have the orientation of the pattern correct in this, because we're going to make it a little bit sort of like this. You'll see in a minute. So I'm going to make one in more autumnal colours, and then I'm going to make another one using the hand pen suite. So you want one side to be quite busy and another side to be a little bit plainer. It kind of suits it more. So what I'm going to do, I think, if I remember correctly, I'm going to score with at 5 and at 10 on both sides. And this the height of this is the height of a normal normal A6 card, European sizes. So you make this, if you're making this in your own market, you just choose the height that your card would be. I'm not totally sure now what you would make it at. I've cut it to 30 centimeters, but I'm not totally sure if you're in another market what that would be. You might be able to leave it at the full 12 inches. I'm not sure. But it's going to gently give a little fold on this, and then fold that one back on itself. See what we think of that. This might be quite busy, I'm not sure. see, I've maybe gone a little too lightly. Can't quite find my score line. Somehow I've scored that a little bit wrong. How have I done that? Yeah, I think that's better. Oops. The first score line was a little wrong. There. Okay, so then we are going to come back in and we are going to cut from this score line to about halfway down here. So as our height of the card is just under 15 centimeters, we're going to make a teeny little mark at about 7.5 from the bottom, which is about halfway. So just going to make a little mark here and a little mark, oops, on the other side, corresponding mark here. Then I'm going to find my little mark, which is here, and I'm going to cut from this score line down to that little pencil mark and just chop that off. Like so. And then do the same on the other side. So from the score line to, it's hard to see in this, yeah, there's my pencil line there. I've lost it again, where the heck is it there? That doesn't seem right. So from there to there, make sure they're in the right position. Hopefully that's right. Let's just check, because it is a little difficult to see. Yeah, that'll be right. That gives them the same on both sides. Okay, so we end up with a card that looks like so. Let me just give that another little score. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of Cajun craze in the inside. So I have one set up here. Oh, that's a little bit too narrow, is it? Oh yeah, that's too narrow. Hold on, I'll get another piece. Now last night when I did it, I didn't quite like how it looked when I left a border, so I'm not going to do a border on this one. Just going to check the measurement. It's about 100. So we will have the full height of my card, and then so just make sure that that can close over easy enough. Now it's a little, might just take a smidgen of that, because with the fold it is a teensy bit hard to close. So that should be enough. Technical term, smidgen. Okay, so come back in with that and just check now that it closes properly. Yeah. And then we will also put a white bit in. So this time we'll go for 9.5, taking a little bit off. Actually, it's at the right height already. So you can see how this is going. Okay. So now what will we stamp on it? I think I might as well. Now you could come back, but I think this would be a little bit overly busy. You could come back with the cut off bits and make, well actually either side, and make another part of that, but I think my card is a little busy for that. It might suit better on the next card that I make, but not so much on this one. So, what shall I do? I want a nice big sentiment, so I think something like this. This is Biggest Wish. This is my featured set for next month's class. So I think, let me just check what colours are in this paper. I know obviously there's the Cajun Craze, which is that deep rust orange that I've just used, but I think it's Bumblebee, is it? Yes, it is Bumblebee. Bumblebee, we've Old Olive, we've Cinnamon Cider. Not much Old Olive in that, I think. Might go with Bumblebee and Cajun Craze. Okay, so Bumblebee we have here, and Cajun Craze we have here. So I'm going to take a large die cut here. I'll probably go with my old favourites, which you've seen me use many times, but I do love them, which are the label dies, which are in Hippo and Friends. And I might take a nice large one like that. I think this one would probably be too large, wouldn't it? Oh, well. No, I think I'll just go with the middle one. I'm going to cut out a piece in basic white, and then I'm going to stamp my greeting on that. So let me just get a scrap piece of cardstock from my scrap bag. I think that's probably a little bit too small, yep. That'll fit nicely, yep. So first of all, I might do my stamping first. So I think this would make a nice kind of just hello card. So I'm going to have the hello and the friend and the large friend. So here are all my stamps. So we've got the hello, and then the friend. Let's see what we think about this. Might go. Which way around now would look nicer? I think we'll do the large word. That's quite what I'm going to do as well. I think I showed this to you one time before, is to, my Bumblebee is quite inky, obviously being one of the newer, well actually it's last year's, isn't it? Yeah, it's last year's, but still I don't use, because I've got all the colours, I don't use them all that often, so they tend to be quite inky. So what I do, I can spread the ink more to one side, which means I get a nicer coverage here on my stamp. So I'm going to have the friend. Perfect. And then I'm going to take the hello and do it sort of over the top a little bit in the Cajun Craze. So let me just stick that. Let's see, how much room do I have? I can do it by here. Let's see what I think of that. Hello, friend. Yeah, that's okay. And then we will stamp, or sorry, not stamp. We will cut this out, so just bear with me a second while I die cut that. So I'm going to, I might just use the little star kind of decorative one and just do a little few just little colours, just a little bit of an addition just up at the top of this. And clean that up a little bit. Or I just take the yellow, or the bumblebee rather. We won't even see that through it, but it'll just be nice when you open it up. Okay, so let's put that all together, and then I'll show you a more masculine, sorry, this is probably more masculine just with the colours. So a little bit of adhesive on our white, on the Cajun Craze, and then we will put that on the inside. Oops. So this is going the full length. I have children at home today, and I have asked them not to barge in, but just be warned, there may be. You just got a little hint of it coming out on the other side. In fact, I might just give it a bit more of a hint, just so you can see the bumblebee as well. So, and there. Okay, so then what we're going to do is I'm going to put this at the bottom, and I'm only going to, obviously to allow it to open, I can't adhere it on both sides, but I could adhere it on one. I could maybe, in fact what I will do is I'll put these on this instead, just so I don't go over, and then I'll put them on the edge. And then try and get it as central as I can. Okay, so there's just a little fun fold that you can make. It's fairly masculine down to the colours, but I'm also going to make another one using the hand pen suite. So let's do that one. So this time I decided I would use this piece of DSP. So we have, it's very pretty. I think we'll go maybe, the orientation doesn't really matter so much, but actually I think probably more of the flowers are facing upwards this way round. So we have different colours here. We have garden green, misty moonlight, and the pale papaya. And on the other side, we have the garden green. So again, I'm going to take it and we are going to be mindful of the orientation, and I'm going to cut this at the height of a normal card. I always try my best to make them normal sizes because I fit in a normal envelope and it's easier for postage, etc, etc. And I'm just going to cut it to 30 centimeters, which is only a tiny smidgen off. And then, like we did before, I will do a fold at 5 and 10, a score line rather. Not too hard obviously because this is DSP rather than cardstock, and you don't want to rip it. But the scorer on our trimmer is quite gentle. If you're using a scoreboard, just go a little easy. Okay, so that's our scoring done. I'm just going to see, yeah, I think, which way do I prefer it? Where do I prefer it? That way, with the green at the bottom. Hard to know. Hard to decide. I just get a scorer. So that will see the green and I can't decide. Maria, help me out. Which way do you think is the best? The paper is so pretty. I love this kind of whitewash type look. So we can go and have that, or we can go this way and have that with just the green. I'm undecided. I think I will have... Oh, Christine, you're just in time to make a decision for me. I've got this beautiful paper and I am making a card. We've just made this one, which is a different sort of a fold. So it comes out like that. And I'm trying to decide if I want mine this pattern or this pattern. I think, I don't know if you'll agree with me, but I think I want to see more of the flowers and keep the green as the subtle bit. So I think I'm going to go this way. Flowers up front, so like this way. So the flowers are the one you see the most of, like that. I think so as well, if that's what you mean. Hiya, Caroline. We are making a fancy fold with a couple of different DSPs. So hopefully you meant that, Maria. Yes, right. I agree with you, I think. It was a long time coming, our decisions. Okay, so I'm going to go with a garden green. If I can find it. That's not garden green. Where are you, garden green? There we are. Garden green is here. I don't have any misty moonlight, do we? No, it actually might have to be garden green. Oh, I do have misty moonlight. Hold on. Okay, so actually maybe misty moonlight. Just as well I had some. So I'll cut this at what we were doing before, the height of a normal card, and then 10 wide should be. Let's just check. Might be that will. Now again, there's a little smidgen off. Okay. Let's just check. Yes, we can close properly with that. Oh, I'm a bit off camera, sorry. And then we want another piece of Whisper White. So we can go down to 9.5 wide and at 14.3 height. And that should give us a good inside. Okay, so now we're going to do the same as we did before. We will take a small measurement or small, find my little pencil mark at 7.5 on either side. So hopefully I'll see it a little bit better this time. And same on the other side. then we're going to go from this inner score line here right down to the 7.5 pencil line. We're going to chop that off. So let me just move my stamps out of the way. So from that score line right down to the pencil mark. I think that way. There we go. So chop that section off, and then the exact same on the other side. So from the score line to the pencil mark that I can't actually see. Gosh, I need to get my mouse tested. Oh, there's it. So score line to pencil mark. Okay. So let's see how that looks. Yes. Let me see. And where's my white? Oh, here. Now, would it have been better in garden green? Oops. Let's just try a garden green. I'm not decided. Hi Sue, how are you? I'm not decided on my colour. Totally convinced. I'm not sure this, because of the watercolour kind of effect, I'm not sure this totally looks garden green either. Let's see if that is any better. Ooh, let's go that way around. Oh gosh, I can't decide on that either. This is hard this morning. I don't know whether my eyes are failing me or... See, either of them suit that. What do you think? Garden green. Oh, yeah. I'm thinking... I thought the blue goes better with this, but I think the green looks better and this is closer to it. So we'll go with the green. We can stamp in blue and then I'll be happy. I'll have a bit of both colours. Okay, so let's get our hand-pinned petals in. And I think we'll just go with the thanks. Stamp that in Misty Moonlight. Where's our thanks? Where's the thanks? I hate it. And then we'll do a little bit of decoration with the flower stamps. Can't speak this morning. Right, so I'm just going to stamp the thanks top and central where you will see it. Ooh. Oh, goodness. I've used the set so much, I think the stickiness is gone. Right, don't fall. Ah, it's fallen again. I was trying not to. Right, don't fall. There, better. Oh, that's rubbish. What have I done? Just go the other side. Two sides, huh? Better. Gotta love alive, hey? Oh, pale papaya. Yeah, we can try it. Let's see. Sorry, Maria, I missed your comment there. Pale papaya. No, I can't miss a big one out of pale papaya. Really? I have every colour of pale papaya. Hold on a second. I don't have any pale papaya. That is very strange. I must have pale papaya. I definitely have scraps of it. Even if I don't have a full sheet. Where's my scrap file? Ah, I do. There we go. I have a piece. Okay. Let's try totally different and go with pale papaya. So we just need a smidgen under 10, and that's at the 14.9. Right. Oh, if I got ink on my fingers somewhere. Okay. Definitely looks nice on the inside. Will it suit the green? Oops. Actually, yeah, I like the contrast. I think we'll go with Peel Papaya. Thanks, Maria. What do you think? Is it just me? Or does everyone like that one? I think that is better. I think the green is a little bit not quite with the watercolor effect, so it doesn't quite look right. And the blue I don't like anymore. Yeah, I think I like the Peel Papaya. We'll go with that. Thank you, Maria. You're lucky I had one piece of that left. I've just placed an order. If I'd had realised earlier, I would have... Oh, madam. In fact, we might add a little something to this. Let's go with a bit of that one. Just put that down at the bottom. Just stretch over for a block. There's a little block. So we'll do garden green sprig and maybe Peel Papaya of the blossomy bit. Technical term, botanical term, blossomy bit. So we want that side, because that's the side I mucked up. So we'll go down here. I'll just do that, and then the papaya is up here. And the little blooms. Oh, where are they? Here. And I might have to do, again, a little bit of ink movement because this is a fairly new ink pad. And these don't quite go exactly over, but they're kind of good enough. There. Just a little decorative bit in the corner. So let's get this together first. Ooh. So I'm conscious I have blue ink somewhere on my fingers, but it shouldn't be transferring anymore, but there is a little bit that I managed to get on the bottom of this, unfortunately. I somehow seem to have ordered the seal plus by mistake when I only wanted the seal, which was a bit silly of me. Right. I think that's nice and central. Okay, so we have the thanks. Now, I think we will do one of the large sprays. This one maybe. So I'll stamp it in the black memento, and oh, I've got a little bit of ink in the corner of that. And then we will come back in and do a bit of light colouring. Actually, I'll get the larger block for that one. Hope you're all right, Sue. I saw you mentioned there you weren't feeling, excuse me, so well this morning. I think it's a rest day from the garden, maybe. So I've got memento. And I'm just going to stamp that. And then we'll come back in and do a little colouring. So we'll match the colours of the DSP itself. So I'll take a see. I think I'll do that one in the pale papaya. Excuse me. I got something in my throat. Okay, so pale papaya back in. And they don't fit exactly, these stamps. They kind of sort of there or thereabouts, but they're sort of that whimsical, as you see really from the paper. They're not, I was just chucking it down with you. Oh goodness, oh, it's dry here for once. As you see with the paper, they don't totally match, but they're that sort of whimsical look. Could go for blue leaves like they have done, but I think I'll stick to green because if I don't like it, I'm stuck with it. So I'll take the large spray and I might stamp off my Misty Moonlight. So, gosh, I wish I had some water in here. And let me get a scrap of paper from somewhere. Here's a little scrap. And I'm gonna, because I think that's gonna be very dark. So a little stamped off, and then, oh, it's quite dark, isn't it? Still, even with the stamped off. Not sure I like that. I'm gonna go again. Yeah, it's too dark for me. I'll do a little bit of ink movement, I think, on that one too. So let's go here. And then, where's my blue? Here. Where's my, let's move my ink again. My Misty Moonlight is not heavily used, so it's still quite juicy. Just don't want to stay in my bone folder too much. Okay, and let's, oh no, I'll try that again maybe. Stamp off, and then let's go. Yeah, that's a bit better. That was just a bit too heavy, I thought. In fact, I might do a very gentle stamp off on the pale papaya too. What do we think of that? Have I taken too much off maybe? Yeah, actually that's nicer. Okay, and then the leaves for the garden green. Let's go for a big one here. Do a little stamping off on this too. Actually, maybe that way. As I say, they're not totally, I mean, more of a whimsical look actually. I'll do the little tiny leaf for the other bits. So we have another little leaf in here. Actually, it's not so bad here. Now it was wet when first looked out, as in, you know, it had rained at some point, but yeah, I prefer that. But it hasn't rained now since first thing. So just gonna find my dies. That could be fun. I left them out on purpose. Let me just hold on before I do anything. I think I'm going to tidy a few things away. I'm getting a lot of stuff here. And I know I'm going to end up putting my card in the ink pads. That is something I tend to do. Okay. Now I had my dies out because I knew I was going to use them. So let's So we have the die that matches this bit totally. So I am going to run that through and have that as an element on the front portion. And then I might do circles, I might do rectangles. Let's see what I think. So that's your flower cut out, and then there are a couple little bits here that pop out as well, like so. Okay, so then I might use circles or possibly rectangles. Yeah, that's going to be too big, isn't it? Or we could go back to the hippo dies and maybe have that. Oh, hi Jan, didn't see you pop on there. Now, choices, choices. I particularly want to use circles because I know in this version of the card Cindy used circles, so I kind of want to be a bit different, but there's no point being different just for the sake of it if the circles work better. I don't know, I kind of like this one. I'll go with this one and see what we think. Let me find another swirl of white. You can see how I never prepare for these things. I have a rough idea in my head, but it sort of all comes together on the day itself. Or, I didn't think of that one actually. No, maybe not. Oh, it's quite busy though, isn't it? Do you know what? I might make a belly band. I think that would give a little bit of relief of the busyness of this, because this might be too much. So let's see. Where did I put? I've got not enough of that left, have I? Probably don't, because I only have one sheet. One sheet of Misty Moonlight left and one sheet of Pale Papaya. Don't. And then the other one of Garden Green. Well, I could do, no, what I could do, let's see if this works. I could just strip it off Whisper White and put the Pale Papaya ribbon around it. Let's try that. You can see why it takes me quite a long time, Sue and Jan, to design for the classes. I'll do a bit of fanning around. Right, an inch. Let's try a strip. Because I'm never convinced. I always have to try several things before I'm happy. Okay, so we had it like this, and we just fold it over that. I'm just going to have to lean over a little bit here to get my ribbon off the pegboard. Now, this is just an attempt just to see, obviously without the, maybe a little thinner. And then where's my flower? Do you know, I'm not sure I like the flower at all. What else is in the set? Do you know what, I might actually doctor it and just, okay, where's the original, where's the one I cut that first? I'm going to just see, where's my snips, if I think it's too busy. I'd just rather destroy that flower for the sake of it. I'm just going to see what it would look like. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Oh, hello, Abigail. It's too much. So I think I'm just going to take the pale papaya bloom on its own. And rather than wreck the flower before I've come to a decision, I'm just going to try on my first attempt. This definitely is a joint effort on a card. I think it's the most help I've asked for in a design. For well, quite fun actually, having opinions from the other side. Okay, so, and then I might do two. What about, could have two blooms maybe? Yes, I am going to do this, I think. I might even, let's see if I can get this. I'm just cutting this one down. We could have just the second flower like that. Yes, I like that. Right, now where's my little green leaf? Come back. It's the bigger leaf. Where's the bigger leaf? Uh-oh. Where is the bigger leaf? Here's he. Okay, let's just colour in my extra bit over here. Oh, I did, I stamped off first time round. There. Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. Let's just get this ready. So we don't need quite so much of the white. We can go from about there and about there. Okay, so let me get that lined up properly. A nice score on the edges. It's less of a bend and more of a score. Okay, we're getting there. And then we're going to put some of the ribbon around it. Just to bring in a bit more pale papaya, and I'll get some glue dots. You won't see these, so it won't matter. Nice and central. Okay. Then this time we can put dimensional both sides, because it's not impacting the opening. Oh no, what am I doing? Can't do them there. To be silly. Only on the belly band. Okay, so we've got that. We want it quite central. I think I'll move that up a little bit. Oh, make sure it's straight. And now to arrange the bloom. Okay. Sorry, a bit of a messy desk here. Okay, so we have that, and then actually we probably don't need that leaf, do we? No, I can probably get rid of that leaf after all that, after colouring it in. Let me see where I like it better. No, I definitely need a flower up here, otherwise it looks a bit silly. Okay, yeah. I'll chop off the leaf. And have my extra bloom coming up, I think probably suits there more. Okay, and you know me, it's going to go in dimensionals. You're not surprised. Is anyone surprised? Let me see. Need another one there. Yep. Okay. Yeah, the blue, it was just too much. I think we needed something to bring in the peel papaya a little bit. And the blue just was, yeah. Though I love that part of the flower. But perhaps if I'd actually swapped them round, and if I'd done the bloom in the peel papaya colour, it might have worked a little better. But because I chose the blue for the larger flower, I just don't think it worked. I think we can just chop the stem off completely. But, you know, you play about with it and see what works. You really are seeing the creative process from start to finish. So there. I think I'll just give it another little score, just to make sure it's all. And that's that one. So, and I will show you the one I made last night too. So this one, though I felt, I don't know what you may like it, but I felt it was a lot of green, so I was a bit, oh, it's too much green. But this was my original, and I used my extra little pieces to come down here. So this is using actually the peach paper, and you'll, excuse me, you'll notice that the little, oh, leaf has fallen off. I had an extra little leaf here, but anyway. The flowers of sweet, God, I can't speak. the flowers from Sweet Strawberry coordinate quite well with the flowers in the peach paper. So that was what I made last night. So that's with the Euro Peach paper and the Sweet Strawberry stamp set. And then earlier, if you didn't catch it, we made this one with the Beauty of the Earth paper. So more autumnal colours, quite rich, maybe more masculine kind of colours. And then finally we have this one with the belly band, and this is with Europend. Europend. Hand penned, not Europend. That would be a ridiculous name. So yeah, so they're all quite different actually in the end. I have to try and see and get it back together again. Come on, get in. It does work. Yeah, so busy bees this morning. And I didn't get interrupted by the kids, which is quite an achievement. Seeing they're all, God knows what they're doing. I'm sure it's all this. Seeing they're very quiet and haven't come near me. But I hope you enjoyed this morning. Hope you enjoyed. I've still forgotten to look up and tell you what the name of this fold is, but I did see it by Cindy. I shall put her name, her full name, in the description. But again, it's Cindy. It's not new. I have seen it before and I've made it many moons ago, but hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, no, not all of them. So the eldest is at school, but the primary school kids are home. It's an inset day or something, teacher training day apparently, and they're off tomorrow as well. I don't know, not much point teaching your trainers, training your teachers like a few weeks before the end of school, but anyway, that's what it is. So have a great week, ladies. I will see some of you on Friday and Sunday for class, and I don't think of any of my one of my Sunday ladies on at the minute, I think, but remember that this Sunday I'm swapping to Saturday, if you've remembered that. But have a great week, and I shall see you all very soon. Bye. Thanks for watching.